top here are plates for the wealthy. This is the only door in. Okay, they're gonna get lasagna, bread, and salad on the plate. Okay, and then the waiters will take the plates in there and serve them. Okay, always serve ladies first? No, but this is the world. In the rest of the world, who eats first? Men. So serve the men first. Okay.
And I actually attended a similar event in Las Cruces, New Mexico when we were on the alternative spring break, and we were with Border Immersion Program, and they actually introduced the idea of Oxfam Hunger Banquet to our group.
Yeah, so we were staying in this church community room, and they moved all our stuff one evening because they were going to have this hunger banquet, and that ended up becoming our dinner. And my students really liked it, they really enjoyed it, and I said, well, what we need to do is do this ourselves.
We are here today because more than 2.4 billion people live in poverty. Nearly 842 million people suffer from chronic hunger. A child dies from malnutrition or a preventable disease every 9.5 seconds. That's 9,000 children a day. You may think that hunger is about too many people and too little food. That is not the case. Our rich and bountiful planet produces enough food to feed every woman, man, and child on Earth. Hunger is about power.
And basically what happens as you go into the dinner, you draw a card. And you're either part of the top 20%, the next 20%, or the bottom 60%. And who you are determines what you get for dinner.
We invite you to eat. Those of you in the high-income group, you will be served a nutritious meal of salad, lasagna, and garlic. Those in the middle-income group, you will be served rice and beans. Yum. People in the low-income group seated comfortably on the floor, you will help yourselves to the rice and water that will be placed in front of you. Again, women, please let the men take their rice first.
We didn't really know how bad the issue of hunger was globally, let alone here in our own state or in our own city or community. And I thought it was really unique how they make it interactive in order to learn about it. So I thought the idea of involving the people was the most effective way to get them to listen.
Well, let me introduce Jorge and his wife, Lourdes, and his teenage daughters. He planted corn and beans as usual this year. Because of your harvest is so much smaller this year, and because you spent so much money trying to fertilize your field, selling your crops won't be enough to provide your family. In order to earn money to buy food you need to survive, your family will have to migrate temporarily to work as pickers on a coffee plantation. As you prepare to leave your home, the 5 of you can now take your places in the low-income group.
I don't think I was one of the people who moved just watching people in my group who I was talking to suddenly get bumped up or get bumped down, and then you just think that that happens to actual people, and it could really be almost that instantaneous. I think that's the part that really got me thinking the most, so that's why I really enjoyed it, because I hoped it had the same impact on the people that we were doing it to.
The Hunger Banquet was a great way to get students to think about the capriciousness of life sometimes, and how we need to be prepared and think about that everything we do isn't always a result of us, although we can have some impact on it.
We were doing all this process to get this hunger banquet together. I just learned that there is so much you can do just in your community.
read a study that said half of American school-age children have food insecurity. They don't know where their meals are going to come from. That's a huge problem for a country as wealthy as ours. Look, the reality is, it's chance what family we're born into. It's chance the economic class that we grow up in. It's chance that we were born American as opposed to born in Somalia or Kenya or Ecuador. Those kinds of things are luck, and Americans need to be grateful for the things that they have and understand why the society is or was the way it is and what role they can play in that.